what are some of the staple things that you would do to stage a home for somebody? Obviously, there's varying degrees of homes, right? From high-end luxury to, a studio, right? Or a penthouse. So are there do's and don'ts to staging? Are you better suited just hiring somebody, like you said, putting that in the budget to hire somebody with the expertise like Simply Stunning? What do you suggest? I mean, obviously you agree with having a professional behind you, but are there do's and don'ts to staging a property?
I think hire a professional if this is your first rodeo for sure. They've got the inventory, the experience.
Yeah.
And they can just, help get it done right. It saves you time too. Yeah. So really every room matters, and even the outside, just giving people the real vision for behind what life could be like in this new beautiful home they're buying.
So let's say this isn't flips at all, even though that's my space, right? Let's say somebody is moving out of their primary residence, right? But they don't have their furniture moved out. Can you stage an existing home with existing?
We do consultations for that all the time. The number one thing is declutter.
Right.
So basically get rid of all your personal belongings. I'm sure it's not the first time people have heard that, but it's really like, it can be a lot, So it's like you've lived in this home for how many years? Like you got stuff, and it's hard actually when you've lived there so long to imagine like how beautiful your home could be if you just got rid of all the stuff that's there. So clearing space, only having the necessities if you're trying to live in the home and sell it. So just getting that out of there, and then sometimes just a new rug and some throw pillows, some candles and fresh flowers, and big statement piece of artwork above the sofa, mirrors to make it feel bigger.
Yeah.
Lighting is important, just little things like
that.
And imagine living in a staged home.
How do you feel about personal pictures on walls?
Those have to go.
They gotta go.
Yeah, because you want people to imagine themselves in the home.
Okay. But personal art?
Depends.
Yeah, on the piece.
No family photos on the wall, but yeah. I mean, we want high impact pieces because,
I know you have a few different websites, depending on what people are seeking, but you have a fairly newer one, and it's called
Instant Dream Home. You can also get there from our main website, which is Simply Stunning Spaces. Okay. But with Instant Dream Home, it's a paint by numbers course on interior design. So especially if this is your first time doing it and you're trying to DIY either your own home or your flip or whatever, we take you through all the different modules on how to pick out your finishes, like educating you on all the various different options so that you're at least educated when you go to make your decision making. And then we kind of have a blueprint to follow to get you from where you are to where you're trying to go.
That's awesome. Does it include pictures and stuff like that?
It's all videos, worksheets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it really is like a mini training session.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I need to go on that.
You should.
Why haven't I been on
that?
I don't know. I remember our first transaction, seeing the finished product. It was great. I'm sure you learned stuff even as a designer.
Yeah.
You started Simply Stunning. Has it always been stunning?
No, not at all. Yeah, there's been a lot of phases to my business. I mean, like I said, right out of college, I was so eager. I wanted to start my own business. Got my first client and had no idea how to charge them.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just spent 4 years in college to learn how to design, but I don't know how to make any money with this. So I went to go work with someone for a little while, and then, had that bug again to just do my own thing. And so, I moved here. I had a string of really good luck. I got, one amazing client, and then I did a Groupon deal, and all of a sudden I had 79 clients overnight. So that kind of launched my business, which was pretty awesome. And, we just kind of slowly built it up along the years and just taking on bigger, more fun projects. We get to kind of pick and choose now, that is fun.
It's interesting that you ran a Groupon, for instance, because my first thought is, how do you separate feeling like it cheapens your work versus the fine line of, I just need to gain clients or market share, and then show people, right? Where is the separation between not diminishing your value and building your network?
I think you have to stand out, the world is just full of, people trying to sell you stuff and this and that. And like for me, I started in like 2010. Yeah, it was just like the worst time I could move to a new city.
Yeah, right. During
start a business in a luxury market. I'm like, people are like, are you crazy? Like you literally know no one. Who are you to like start an interior design company in a city you don't know in a bad economy? And I'm like, there's gotta be a way. So like, I thought creative, like what, like seriously, like who's gonna hire me? Like who's got the money to hire a designer right now? Like, I mean, luxury people did, but I'm brand new. So I had to appeal to like the affordable interior design solution. And so we started with like a design in a box. So I had this brilliant idea that I could give people a 3D rendering of what their home would look like and give them every single thing they needed to implement that design. And
wow,
so
that's great.
It really worked. And so there was plenty of, people that normally wouldn't think that they could afford an interior designer.